So, first of all, Princess Bride and Big Lebowski are your favorite movies, I've been told.
Those are yeah, they're definitely my top five.
What would you say is what makes them your favorite?
I've seen them so many times. I've seen Princess Bride 100 times, 300 times, 500 times. I've seen Big Lebowski probably about the same. I can quote them with the best of them. But yeah, they're iconic films.
Do you bowl?
I do.
Are you a good bowler?
I'm a decent bowler. I'm a decent bowler. I was actually playing with some buddies the other night. They were talking a lot of smack, and I had the high game and the high combined of the three games. So the
Really?
smack talking went away.
What is
They
your
still haven't paid up, but yeah.
What's your average usually?
Uh, if I would say I'm consistently over 160.
So
Uh,
you're not good.
This guy just pulled it.
I just bowled a 300.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I'm looking comparison. Okay, it's relative. Guys on the team challenge me. Friends who can only bowl 125. I'm beating them.
You're beating all
Yeah.
these comparisons.
It's your competition. You know what I mean?
respect it.
Come on, get out of here.
All right, since we're talking about some, comparisons, mid-range in the basketball game. Talk mid-range, the lost art of the mid-range. Heard you're a big fan of that.
I'm a huge fan. I think it's what Golden State Warrior culture has done to the league is ridiculous. I mean, those guys don't even. Yeah, I'm not as mad at them as I am at like Houston, because Houston won an entire game and I think shot one mid-range shot. It was all layups and three-pointers. This is a lost art. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, the golden era of basketball, for all of us who grew up in that time period. And there were a ton of dudes shooting mid-range all the time. So now you look at the landscape of the league. Drew Gooden's out of the league now. Jawan Howard's out of the league now. Who are you going to for mid-range shots? Now we got a few in that teams I would mention, although they don't like shooting mid-range shots. But Sean Livingston, one of the best in the game. David West, long-time grimy mid-range player. But you're losing that art, and I think Adam Silver needs to step in and do something about it.
So I was told that you kept letters from your colleges to give you that weren't interested in you, so you would have some motivation. And I also heard that a professor at Cal gave you a low grade on a paper when you wrote about being in the NFL. Are these true, or are they still motivation, or is Jeremy just giving a bunch of?
Yeah, I've closed a chapter on a lot of that stuff. I did keep rejection letters from colleges where we sent film to, as just a reminder that not be complacent. There's still people I can prove wrong. I feel like I've proven a lot of those people wrong. The thing about the professor in college was it was a food appreciation class. And in a breakout session, small group of a class of about 200, I submitted a paper, and she gave me an F. I'm not an F student. I'm an A and a B student. I went in to my breakout class leader, said, hey, what's going on with this? Oh, you can talk it to the professor. Because everybody else in the class got to rewrite it, but I didn't get to rewrite it. So I went to the professor. Hey, what happened with this? She said, well, you're an entitled football player who athletes want stuff given to them all the time. What do you want to do when you grow up? I said, I want to play professional sports. She laughed at me, said you'll never make it. You'll get hurt. You won't be good enough. It's a stupid idea. And I said, okay. Thank you for the advice.
So Jeopardy, big fan of Jeopardy.
Huge.
Why? What is your thing with Jeopardy?
I just have a wealth of random facts in my head that nobody really cares about except for me and Alex Trebek, although Alex is reading up from the card most of the time. But I just kind of grew up watching it at the house and always wanted to be on it. And the opportunity came up, and it was a no-brainer for me. I got to play against two very smart individuals. Was lucky enough to have a Final Jeopardy video question that was really hard to see on the other side, so we all missed it. I was ahead going into Final Jeopardy. End up winning. When I win, the MAC Fund wins. We all win.
Is that it? I'm just going to ask you mustache styles and inspirations. When you grow your mustache,
Yeah.
where does the inspiration come from?
Well, let me show you here. Yeah, I keep this with me a lot, but this is, if you can zoom in there, that's Sam Elliott. So Sam Elliott from Tombstone, one of the greatest movies of all time. And Sam is a personal hero of mine, inspiration for his mustache. Chuck Norris has always had a great one at various times. Obviously, Tom Selleck gets a lot of credit. He was kind of a one-trick pony, though. So I like mixing it up. I can do the foo, I can do the straight across. I've done just shaving the chin before. it's just a fun thing you enjoy doing. It's thicker now, which is nice. It grows in fuller. It actually connects down on the sides. Used to not do that. The beard is still kind of weak, but the mustache, nothing weak about
You
that.
have a good upper lip. I have to give you good space. I am
Yeah.
very thin,
Yeah.
so I have to go wider with it to get the.
One of my favorite things to do is to just cover the top lip. My uncle has an incredible one. He looks like Kurt Russell from Tombstone, another great actor and great character in the movie. He's also an inspiration for growing my mustache.
All right. I would ask you even more to go on, but I think we got no more time.
Waiting on us to
Yep. No worries.
Oh, I'm good. This was the best interview we had all day.